Thank you. Is everybody in a good mood tonight? Yeah? I'm totally in a good mood because I had a really awesome homeless person shout out today. Do you ever get those? Yesterday was not so good. Yesterday I'm leaving the house and I get accosted by this older homeless gentleman and he says, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you spare $1?" First of all, I never give change because I don't carry cash on me. If they're willing to strap on an ATM, maybe then they'll get some of my money. But what really got me upset was he called me ma'am. And I am clearly a miss. Get the nomenclature right. So today it was a good day because I'm walking down Queen West and they have the funnest homeless people there. It's right across from Cabaret, so you know they're super crazy. And there was this older lady and she's just like, "Give me some money." And I totally was freaking out, so I just sort of walked and pretended I didn't see her, and she called me out on it. She's like, "What, you're going to pretend I don't exist, you whore?" And I was really happy because she thinks I could charge for all this. Because, yeah, whores get money, right? Yeah. Another thing I really love are public washrooms. You could really tell a place by its public washroom. Like, if they have automatic flushing toilets, that's just the bomb. You know, the ones when they have the motion sensors behind and they can tell when you're getting up and it flushes for you. I had an awesome experience once with one of those. I go to the bathroom, don't picture it, play along, and I'm done my business, and I get up, and it doesn't flush. So then I squat down again and get back up. It still doesn't flush, so I kind of like shuffle and move around, and I'm hoping that it'll like see the motion, and it just doesn't flush. And so eventually I have to use the emergency flush button, and I use my foot because I don't want to touch it, it's gross. And all I could think was, damn, I lost weight. If the motion sensor can't even pick it up, I must be really skinny. Which is a good thing, because the week before I decided to go on a diet after a visit at Tim Hortons. I was at Tim Hortons, and the woman behind the counter asked me if I was pregnant. I'm never wearing that shirt again. And I was really, really offended. And she doesn't know that those dozen donuts are just for me. She was just being a judgy bitch. I also love saving money. Recently I read, who am I kidding? I don't read. I saw on TV that when women put on makeup, they're trying to look like they're in the throes of an orgasm. You know, like wide eyes, flushed cheeks, red lips, dewy skin. If you put your makeup on right, you should be panting afterwards. So I did a little bit of math, and I realized it's fiscally responsible for me to invest in a new vibrator. So I picked up the rabbit pearl. You ever heard of it? Come on, yeah? I know you have. You look happy. Yeah? So now, before I leave the house, instead of putting on makeup, I just turn on my rabbit pearl and have 15 minutes of Who's Your Thumper. Awesome. Yeah. But then I realized the financial downfall is that I need a lot of batteries to keep it juiced. Pun intended. Thank you. I'm also fundamentally lazy, so I always go to the same place to get the batteries, which is the corner store next to my house. And I think they're getting suspicious. Either that, or they think I'm stocking up for a bomb shelter, which, frankly, is less embarrassing. The last time I went to buy batteries there, it was like a Thursday night at 11:59 p.m., and I get paid on Friday. And we all know I use debit because I don't carry cash. So I'm in line, I'm making my purchase, I'm using my debit, and I'm wondering if I have enough money. And there's a 75-cent surcharge. And then I do that one thing that everybody who doesn't have money does. I stare and wait for it to say approved. You know what I'm talking about? People who have money, they never have to do that. They just carry on their conversation. They know it's going to be approved. Society approves them. They don't approve me. So I'm waiting for it to say approved, and a line is just forming behind me. And I could feel them judging me like she's buying batteries. And then I could see the convenience store clerk judging me because he's squinting, either that or he's Asian. And I'm really starting to panic. I'm like, what if I'm not approved? So I start going over the options in my head. I'm like, if I'm not approved, then I have to leave the batteries here, and that's just not a viable option. So maybe I have to swipe it again, and then I'll have to wait even longer, then more people will line up, and they'll be able to judge me. And now I'm waiting for it to say approved, and then I can hear the modem revving up because it's a really ghetto convenience store, and then it says dialing. And I was like, okay, all right, receiving, this is good. Processing, ... Oh my God, I'm gonna die. And then finally, an angelic choir sings, approved. And I was so happy. And then the convenience store clerk, he was just like, so do you need a bag? I did, actually, because I also picked up some chips, chocolate bars, and Haagen-Dazs, because I wanted to throw off the scent. I didn't want him to know I was lonely and desperate. So I did need a bag. I don't juggle. And I say, yes, I'll take a bag. And then he informs me that they are 5 cents in Toronto. I don't have change on me. And there's a 75-cent surcharge. I'm not paying 80 cents for something that I used to get for free. So I took the batteries and left. I hope the people behind me in line really enjoyed those chips and chocolate bars. I'm kind of upset I didn't take the Haagen-Dazs. Those are $8 a pint. Anyways, before I go, I just wanted to leave you all with a little burning question of mine. Are the people at Marineland pimps for bestiality? Because they make you pay to touch the whales. Thank you very much.